Hey guys, okay, so you might notice this video is not about Instagram for the first time. So I love talking about growing Instagram, but I've been getting inundated with so many questions about how I'm growing YouTube. So I'm actually on my way to Malibu right now to a friend's house who has over 100 million views and has made multiple seven figures using YouTube, and she's going to share with you every single thing she did to get there. So come with me. Okay, so I just got here, I'm grabbing my stuff, and for those of you who don't know, I actually didn't want to get on YouTube because I thought it was going to be so overwhelming, and there were a few things that Amy shared with me that completely changed my perspective, and I'm going to ask her to share those with you today.
Hello, welcome to my house.
I feel like we're on trips right now. Okay, so other than just wanting an excuse to come out here, which I love, I want to backtrack with you a little bit and just talk about why I decided, or why you convinced me to get on YouTube in the beginning. So there were so many reasons that I wanted to be on YouTube, and I want to share a few of them with you guys in case you weren't aware of them. So the first one was I just wanted to be on a platform other than Instagram. I want to start to gain omnipresence on more platforms. Another was the idea of getting paid for content versus the other way around. So instead of spending money on ads, what if I create content and monetize that way, which is a lot easier, by the way, than I thought. Longer form content also has way more impact than short form, and I want our community to get a chance to learn and implement on these topics that I'm talking about, and I feel like longer form videos like this can have a lot more impact than feed posts or stories, which I love, by the way, but it really has more impact. And then finally, the organic reach on YouTube is incredible. I'm seeing this already, which is crazy because I've not even been doing this that long, and I'm seeing the power of being able to build an audience or community outside of Instagram. So I actually started on YouTube a few years ago. If you scroll back, you'll see those videos, but I had no idea what I was doing. I had no idea how to create the kind of content that I wanted to, let alone what to title my videos or even what videos I should be making. So getting back into it, I knew I needed to learn and build systems and processes before just diving in. So I knew that the time that I was putting in would actually really be worth it. And so with Amy's help, in the first 2 months back on YouTube, I've grown from 17,000 subscribers to 32,000, from $0 in ad revenue to over $3,000, and I've received over 200,000 views and made multiple six figures in revenue from referred sales in, the back end funnels of my business. And it's also just been so much fun in the process. I love filming these videos for you guys, so if you get value out of them, please show me some love, subscribe and drop me a comment below. But I know you're all wanting the fun stuff now, so I'm gonna pass over to Amy and she can share with you how we've actually done all of this, because you guys know I am an open book. I'm the worst secret keeper ever. So I've told her to tell you everything.
So when Natalie first came to me saying that she wanted to start a YouTube channel, her plan was to repurpose podcast content. And I will say she's totally not alone in this. So many people default to this as their YouTube strategy. Drop a comment below if you've ever considered doing this, and I totally understand why people want to start with this. But I'm going to save you the time and effort and tell you right now, please don't do this. And I'm going to explain why. Let me go over the 2 best ways to grow on YouTube, and that'll start to give you an understanding of why I'm so strongly against repurposing podcast content. So the first way to grow is to, number 1, create searchable content. YouTube is a search engine. It's owned by Google, right guys? So optimizing your titles to rank in search results and knowing how to rank on the first page of YouTube is a massive advantage. We use a combination of tools like TubeBuddy and vidIQ and a very specific metric strategy taking into consideration things like search volume and search pool to ensure that all of Natalie's videos rank on the first page.
So it's really funny because I just used to watch YouTube to watch vlogs, and I didn't actually realize that people were searching for the exact things that I've been teaching. And so using YouTube as like a search engine has been so powerful for my business. And as soon as Amy told me that, I swear my mind was blown. I was like, wait, I can just be showing up for things people are searching for, like how to grow an Instagram following. I didn't even think I could be showing up for that kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So many people don't know this and don't know how to leverage YouTube to market their brands or business, or just grow a YouTube channel in general. And that's why I'm so passionate about teaching people how to market their business organically here, because very few people are doing this and doing it well. Fun fact, I always share when people ask me why I advocate YouTube so much is this graphic right here. On the right is my Facebook ads account. A few years into my previous business, we spent about $500K on advertising to reach an audience of about 8.6 million people. But on YouTube, I actually got paid $180,000 to reach reach over 100 million people. And when Natalie saw this, she kind of freaked out and wanted to know more.
I know, I was literally like, teach me every single thing you know about this.
So I did. So that's the first tip, is to create searchable content and consider what things people are actually searching for. What are they typing into the search bar? The second way to grow on YouTube is through being recommended via suggested and recommended videos. All these videos that you see here on the sidebar, if you're on a desktop, are there for a reason. YouTube promotes creators and videos that does the job that YouTube wants, keeps people on YouTube. If you're YouTube, think about it. What do you want? You want people to stay on YouTube. So YouTube's going to reward creators that are doing exactly that. So it's not really enough just to create videos that are searchable and that people click on and then bail from immediately. You actually have to know how to hold a viewer's attention. And don't worry, you don't have to be the most interesting person on earth to do this, but you do have to know a few simple tricks. So one of the first things that'll help you hold someone's attention is the structure of the video itself. You might notice that we started this video by introducing the topic, who we were, what you can expect out of it, quite quickly. People's time is precious and their attention is so small nowadays because we're so used to consuming micro content pieces like TikTok and Reels. So you really only have about 10 to 15 seconds to set the scene, to hook someone's attention, to watch the rest of your video. YouTube is a creative platform, and there are so many creative ways that you can do this. But as a standard rule for education-based channels, we recommend the following structure. Start with your hook, then your intro, then the outcome of the video, the content, then a call to action at the end. So the hook really is just a quick statement to hook the viewer's attention and intrigue them about what's to come. The intro is just a quick intro to who you are, what the video is about, pretty obvious. The outcome is what people can really expect if they decide to spend the next 10 to 15 minutes watching the video. The content is this right here, the meat and potatoes of the video, then a call to action at the end. Now, that might be purely to subscribe to this channel. By the way, I see Natalie's analytics, and I know that lots of you who watch these videos are not subscribed. So if that's you, click the link below and subscribe now. Or it might just be a link to a playlist or a place where people can find more information about what you're teaching. As a rule of thumb, don't overwhelm people with options, telling them where to buy your merch, about your free training they can watch, check out your blog, subscribe. We're pretty simple creatures as humans, so give them one clear call to action. And this is really key for any video that you create, actually, whether it's for your YouTube or anywhere in your business. Be very, very specific and clear about what actions you want people to take. You should always really consider these 3 questions before creating any piece of content. The first question is, what do I want the consumer to know? What do I want the consumer to do? And how do I want the consumer to feel? And answering these questions, whether it's on an Instagram story, a YouTube video, course content, it's going to help you be way more intentional with the content that you are creating. But back to how you can start getting promoted and suggested by the YouTube algorithm. You're going to want to focus on increasing these 2 analytics, your click-through rate. And that is how many people are clicking on your videos when YouTube does surface them and people are seeing your thumbnails around the place. The second is your watch time. If you're able to consistently hold people's attention over about 40% of the way through the video, you'll be on YouTube's good side, and that's generally when we really start to see channels pop and take off. And Natalie's been doing that right from the start because of her video format and the constant value that she offers. So we hit this really, really on, and a majority of her traffic is now coming not from her existing audience on email lists, but actually from being recommended here on YouTube and people finding her videos in the search bar. Guys, there's honestly so much that I can go into, from reverse engineering viral videos, which I've done several times, to monetization, to positioning, even filming and editing. So let us know below what other questions you have, and we can maybe plan to do another YouTube strategy chat soon.
Okay, so that was just a little snippet of what Amy really knows about YouTube. There's so much. So I've convinced her to come and do a completely free training for you guys. It's about 75 minutes, and she goes into all the systems, processes, everything you need to know about starting or scaling your YouTube. So if you're interested, I'm going to put the link below. You can come join us in there for free.
Yes, check that out. But for now, we are going to go film some Reels with Natalie because she's low-key obsessed with Reels. She is always hitting us up to film these Reels. She has the most creative and hard to film ideas. So if you want to check out what we create, go to our Instagram, check that out, and check out the link in the description because it's a good one. Bye, guys.
Yeah, and I am loving being on YouTube. So if you're loving it as well and you're wanting to join this YouTube family, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below with what you want to see next.